Hi, this is Charles Norman again from Professor Q Sports Solutions with another Professor Q product review. Now today we're going to review a soccer product. Yes, I'm not a soccer player, we all know, but this is one of the products that I used to sell in my store when I had a retail store that featured a lot of sport training aids, especially for kids. Now, basically what this was I think it's ingenious actually, and I like a lot of these products. And I'm going to show you not only how to use this for soccer, but I'm going to show you some other uses that I've used it for that make it a multifunctional product. Now really what they did was, if it looks familiar at all, if you've seen boxers when they are hitting the punching bag, this is basically what they did. They took it and turned it upside down and decided to use it for soccer. And it actually is ingenious, because one of the big problems for soccer, and especially young soccer players, is that they don't get their feet off the ground. You know, they want to come out and blast. Almost every other soccer training aid shows them how to blast the ball, to kick it far down the field, and not to dribble and control the ball, because that's what you really want to train them to do. The other thing is you want young players to learn how to use all parts of their foot to control the ball and move the ball around and make passes and things like that. And this is going to help them do both of those things. Now, one of the things to remember though, I personally, when I had my store, did not recommend this for really little kids, 5 years old and under, because it has a slope on it. So what you want to be able to do is hit the ball, strike the ball just slightly underneath, not underneath here, but on the side, and not on the top and not on the bottom. But one of the problems is with really young kids is they have a tendency to come straight down and they can hit their foot here and twist their ankle. So once your kid gets 6, 7, 8, they've played a season. Let's put it that way. They've played about a season of soccer. They should have been trained and taught how to kick, and they should be good enough now to get their feet up, strike the ball, and get their feet out of the way again, because they'll be playing against other kids in competition. And a lot of times you can't bring your foot straight down because there's other players involved. So they learn how to bring their foot back a little bit as they're kicking and moving along. Okay, so I'm not a soccer player again, but I do want to show you basically how it works. So it's on a spring. The ball is sitting on top, and you can use any size ball. The most important thing you can do with this thing is make sure you look at the instructions when you're putting your straps together on this thing. A lot of times you'll see people reviewing this product, and they'll talk about how the ball slips out a lot. Well, it's because if you don't put the straps on exactly the way the instructions tell you to, that tendency will happen. Now it will come out a few times anyway, because sometimes the balls are slicker, sometimes the straps are a little more narrow, the ball is smaller or bigger or whatever. It may come out a little bit, but it won't come out very often if you do the straps correctly. Now I'm just going to go real quick and kind of show you how it works. The base, I have it filled with sand. I recommend sand over water. They'll tell you can use either one, but every time I've used water and I've tried to transport this thing, somehow that cap that goes on the end doesn't hold the water in very good. So I would say go to your home store, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever is in your area, hardware store, and get some play sand and throw it in there and you'll be fine. You can even actually go to the park. I'm at a park right now and I just realized there's a sandbox over there for the kids. You probably just go there and fill yours up real quick. So here's how it actually works. You're actually going to get up and move your feet and get a rhythm. Now I'm not a soccer player, but I've seen other people use this, and they can use the side of their foot, and I'm actually on a field early in the morning, so it's kind of muddy out here, so I don't want to get too carried away trying to use this thing. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to get them to use the inside, outside of your feet. I've seen people, when they get really good at this thing, they can get in front of it and behind it, and use the back of their heels and all kind of things. So it's really a great product. If you go and do a search on Kwik Kik, I think you'll find it is Kwik and then Kik. So that's how it's spelled. Other thing, here's a real important, and one of the things you guys know about me when I do reviews, I look for products that have multiple uses. Now I do a lot of basketball coaching, and one of the things I have a problem with, and especially with bigger kids, they don't like to get their feet off the ground. They almost skate when they run up and down the court. And this is a great product. I take this, put it on the side, and tell them to play around with this thing. And you watch them start to learn how to get their knees off the ground when they're moving. And this can happen to football players, baseball players. You want them to get their knees up in the air so they can move and learn how to strike the ground back again and get light on their feet. This is a great product to use. The other thing it's great for, and you can tell I'm a little bit out of breath here, This is a great exercise machine for home. You can do this in the living room. Your kids can do this anywhere. They can take it with them to the soccer field, practice field, and get some work in before the match, so they can just kind of get their blood flowing and get a rhythm going. They don't need another person. This ball is going nowhere. It's set in the device, so they could be at home in front of the living room. They could be watching TV. They can do anytime, any place. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in an apartment or something like that, or just inclement weather during part of the year, this is the greatest thing to have. The ball's not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about them knocking over your lamps or you know, a picture off the wall or something like that. This is a great product. So again, it's the Kwik Kik. It's about $30 plus, you know, shipping or whatever. I'll put a link down below. You can purchase from me, but you can just go to their website and get it also. This for me is not about, you know, trying to make money off you guys. It's to introduce you to a lot of the products that are around that can help your kid get better at sports. And this is a great one to have, both for soccer players, young and old. I would say 5 and below is pushing it a little bit, but you know your kid better. So if you think it'll work, it'll work. For all you moms out there that pay all that money for the health spa to go to the aerobics, get this thing, do about 10 minutes on this, and trust me, you don't need to go to the aerobics class anymore. You can save that $30 a month and put it towards the kids for another sign up. Great product. Kwik Kik, Kwik Kik. It's a soccer training aid. It'll get them using their feet correctly. It's great for older soccer players to really work on their tricks and things they want to do to kind of get better at that. And then for younger kids, just to develop hitting with all parts of the foot. A lot of kids I see on the soccer field will actually come all the way around the ball to use their strong foot instead of using their off foot. Well, this, once you get used to doing this, you're used to hitting the ball with both feet. You don't even think about it anymore. And that's a great training thing just right there. That's worth the price by itself. So anyway, go ahead and get one of these. Again, I said it's about $30 and it's worth every dime. All right, so don't forget to go to our website. I'll put a link at the end of this. You can see all the great products that we review. Remember, we never ever recommend a product that we haven't seen in action and don't believe it will work and make your child better at their sport. All right, thanks a lot, and we'll see you later. Bye.